So this is where I got to yesterday. The only thing really left to do is the bank here. Might need a little bit more work on the water, but pretty much everything is finished. So you're looking at maybe a couple of hours this morning, and then that'll be finished. So let's get working on this river bank here and the reeds, and I'll give you a little demonstration of how I'm going to do that.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merge and change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by dawn, and when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. Significant life, just what it was needed, clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice, dead, and in the eyes of time, nobody is losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn. When we finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Trees, was that recording? Like I did with these trees here, going in with the lights and the blips on the water. I'm going to do the same here as well, and that will give you the general sort of feeling that you've got that light striking the top of the leaf and making it glow. Pretty pleased with this so far. Another hour. Another little tip when painting these reeds is just to do, you don't need to do the entire reed itself, because the light's catching it and those are the bits that you can see. So what I'm doing here is just, little, it's almost like small blades, and that's, majority of the time all you're going to see anyway. Yeah, you do have the odd long one like this, but actually in the photograph it's more sort of little bits where you just see the light catching it, and that will give you the effect of there being reeds there anyway. You don't, sometimes it just doesn't look quite right when people try and do the full reed. Obviously there will be times where you can see that, and that's what you're going to need to paint, but in instances like this, literally just the tops and the little areas where the light is catching it is all you need to do. we're sort of getting to a point now where I can start putting a few, sort of throwing a few more darker shady greens over the top, but I just want to really try and zip that yellow up a little bit, or the green up a bit, and I'm going to do that just with that Windsor lemon, and I'm pretty much going to just water down the paint that's come straight out of the tube there. So I'm not going to mix any other colour with it. So I mean, that's really acidic. I suppose I could add, let's have a look, but I suppose I could add a little bit of titanium white. Let's give it a go. Yeah, I mean, look how punchy that is. Look at that. Put a few areas like that in. In fact, doing it straight out of the tube, it's quite transparent. It's not covering quite as well. Adding a little bit of white pulls out some of the transparency and makes it a bit more opaque, and that does help a little bit. But yeah, I think that might even be a bit too yellow. Let's go with a little bit of cerulean blue just to cool it down, and throw in a load more white. Let's see how that works. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'll just do that. Go over some of it, or most of it, like that. And then I'll just rambling now. Stop rambling, Mike. Stop rambling.
I've been walking in the woods alone, try so hard to find my way back home. There's no reason to give in or let go. All that's left is my corroded soul. I've been walking round in circles to chase my tail around a tree or two. Still I hope to see the rise of dawn when you are walking in beside me too. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again, ever again. I've been thinking about the day it ends, when the sun will kiss my face again. You will stand out in the fields and call my name, and bring me home to see the day. Something's telling me to keep that flame, but something else saying there's no such thing. So what am I to do but hope for brighter days? They'll catch me when I end the chase. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again. It's creeping up under my skin, the fear of never seeing you ever again.
once again, I think I've said that this is just brilliant white. This is straight out of the tube. There's no white spirit, there's no liquid, so the paint is quite stodgy and thick, and that really does help give you a strong, bright white. If I'd watered it down in any way, the greens underneath would show through and you wouldn't quite have that strength. It's not thick to the point that it's standing that proud of the panel, but it's thick enough that it's giving you the strength. And I'm just going to go over pretty much the whole area, just putting in small flecks just here and just there. So there we are, that's that one finished. Quite pleased with it. A fair amount of detail in it, it's quite fine. And this one is going out to a gallery in York, and that'll be there in a week or two. But yeah, fairly pleased. But now it's time to start on another.